Welcome back to In Your Face Tapes. I'm Max Forstein along with White Kawhi and Gabe Barron. The topic for today's argument is, are the Phillies buyers or sellers at the trade deadline? Gabe, you started off.
I think they're buyers, man. They got to get a bullpen. They got to get pitchers. They really need to bring some of those guys in. They really need to bring them in. They need to reel them in. Madison Bumgarner, Will Smith, Kirby Yates, maybe. Who knows? We'll see what happens at the trade deadline.
Now, I'm a very busy man, I'm sure you know. And when I take time out of my day to do something like this, I would like to enjoy it. However, when you have an absolute buffoon say that the Philadelphia Phillies are buyers, it's hard to enjoy your time. Let me tell you something. Matt Klentak is quite possibly the stupidest GM in the history of GM. Yes, you heard me. $330 million for one man that hits a fastball. He can't hit a curveball. He can't hit a changeup. And God forbid you try and throw him a slider. Are you kidding me? To bat 240? 240! That's what you want? That's your franchise player? They're sellers. No. Let me finish. Let me finish before you start running your mouth and start talking all that nonsense. Bryce Harper is not a franchise player, and if the Phillies were smart, they would trade him for prospects. Let me tell you something. See, when they first said Matt Klentak was hired and he was going to replace Ruben Amaro, I was overjoyed. But to know that he would make moves this idiotic, we don't want that. Ruben Amaro Jr. was quite possibly the worst GM in the history of Philadelphia sports, and Matt Klentak is making a close run for second. $330 into one man who hits a baseball. And at that, he can't do it real well. $240? Are you kidding me? He's not even number one on the team in home runs. It's Jay Bruce. Jay freaking Bruce. And that man wears number 23 for a reason. He is the greatest of all time. And how dare you tell me different? Trade Bryce Harper, get your prospects, and get out of town.
Now, let me talk about that. With Jay Bruce being the leader of the Phillies in home runs, he was traded. He was originally on the Mariners. He was doing that with the Mariners. Now, if you put that in perspective, Rhys Hoskins is actually the leader of the Phillies.
4 games, 4 home runs, and his Philly debut out in San Diego. If you don't want that, then I don't know what you want, okay? And don't even get me started on the pitching. Aaron Nola is quite possibly the stupidest decision we have ever made. Listen, he had a good year last year. Everyone said, possible, Cy Young candidate. Baloney! How dare you tell me we have been led astray, ran amok, we have been disgraced by Philadelphia and that front office. Trade Aaron Nola, trade Bryce Harper, trade the whole team. See if I care. Because let me tell you something.
Why don't you go be the GM?
Are you kidding me? That job is so easy, even a monkey could do it. In fact, I'm sure if we were to send you up there, you could do just as well as Matt Klentak. And if I were to replace you, I'd be the best GM since Sam Hinkie. How dare you disrespect me and my intelligence?
Your intelligence. You're saying to trade away our current ace, the best pitcher on the team right now.
The best pitcher who has a 5 ERA! Are you kidding me? The so-called ace, the savior, the one who's supposed to keep us in ball games. Guess what, sweetheart? It's not happening. I don't know what more you want from that team, especially when the bullpen can do just as well as a Little League team full of 8th graders. 8th graders!
All right, we're going to have to take it to commercial break, but we'll be right back with In Your Face Tapes.